Hi, this is DEDMan. If you're watching this video, I assume you're old enough to see gore, violence, swearing, and general adult content. If you aren't old enough, come back with some ID. Or a fake one. The main menu is beautiful. You can already tell that something is going on by the faded appearance of the wall and window, and the plants overgrowing on the inside. The music is also serene, gentle, and flows wonderfully. The spores transitioning every time you start your game up is slightly chilling if you think about it. Spores like that create the virus and you barely see them even with a black background.
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
Here,
What's this?
your birthday?
They really nailed down facial expressions here. Joel's face goes from annoyance at his day at work to excited in a way that only your child can bring. It's truly astounding how far facial expressions have come with games.
You kept complaining about your broken watch. So I figured,
Children really are the best, aren't they? So sweet and thoughtful. It's awesome that nothing ever happens to them in any way that constitutes a tragic backstory.
Honey, it's
What?
nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not.
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
I mean, if you're selling hardcore drugs, you might as well use that bankroll to keep a roof over your head.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
That's unfortunate timing.
Jimmy! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
My God, it's coming right for us!
See what they need?
What do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
You got a kid, Joe. So do we.
But we have room.
Keep driving, Tommy.
Stop!
You see what I see. Someone else will come along.
You should have helped him.
They haven't even truly hit the apocalypse and are drawing those hard lines. It's one of those things I can appreciate about this game is it makes you think hard on moral dilemmas. Tommy to the rescue.
Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there!
Potential self-sacrifice.
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Shit.
The soldier pleading with his commanding officer is heartbreaking. Sadly, when there's an outbreak like this, containment is the best option, even if it feels wrong.
Please don't.
Tommy to the rescue again.
Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me, I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby, I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby, I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, please. Please don't.
A little backstory. The very first time I played this game, my son had been born about 2 weeks prior. I was a completely different person than what I was before he was born, and playing the scene so close to him being in my life broke me. I had to set the game down and I couldn't play it beyond that point for a long time. The scene is so impactful it made me ugly cry so bad. I I really dig the TV show aesthetic for the game's opening credits. It's typical for a zombie outbreak style, having the virus grow while voiceovers of news is playing. Wow. I'm actually shocked and impressed with how much of a leap they took in years. Usually stuff is set a couple of years after, but you get to see what a full-blown lived-in kind of apocalypse looks like.
See you later. There you go. What's your business here?
Got the day off. Visiting a friend.
All right, we'll run through. Thanks.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Joel's Daredevil vision is a really useful feature and fits in nicely with gameplay.
Here we go.
Joel breaks the fourth wall, letting you know there's a fight that's gonna break out.
Bitch, I will bash your skull unless you turn around and get your dumb ass out of here.
Fuck this.
Two of our guys died trying to take Tess out. I guarantee that she and Joel are on their way here right now to get Robert.
Perceptive. The amount of work put into all these animations is astounding. Also brutal.
Put your gun down!
Go fuck yourself!
Well, hello, Robert.
That, kids, is why you plot an escape route.
No hard feelings, right?
None at all.
All right.
God damn it!
You were saying?
I sold him.
Excuse me.
I didn't have much of a choice. I owed someone.
You owed us. I'd say you bet on the wrong horse.
I just need more time. Just, give me a week.
You know, I might have done that if you hadn't tried to fucking kill me.
I mean, she has a point. Generally trying to kill someone will make it less likely they're gonna give you a favor.
What do you say? Come on. Yeah, fuck those fireflies. Just go get them.
That is a stupid idea.
What are you doing?
Killing time.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
I am sure you will figure that out.
Ha! Joel embodies the dad attitude perfectly.
Look at this.
I don't care how you got infected.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks. I swear.
This is a pretty awesome reveal. Going into this game blind, this is a pretty interesting twist.
And the... Whatever happened to me is the key to finding a vaccine.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what she said.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hey, fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
I love how Ellie is a foul-mouthed 14-year-old with lots of spunk. She is not afraid to tell you how it is or call you out on your bullshit.
So what happened here?
Bomb the hell out of the surrounding areas to the quarantine zones, hoping to kill as much of the infected as possible. It worked for a little while.
Did anyone else know the beginning of The Last of Us took place in Raccoon City?
Jeez. What's wrong with its face?
That's what years of infection will do to you.
So what, are they... blind?
Sort of. I'm using sound.
Like bats?
If you hear one clicking, you gotta hide. That's how they spy you.
Awesome and gross explanation on the biology of a clicker. Seriously, the clickers have a gross design and the noises they make are terrifying. Like in the kitchen scene of Jurassic Park, but amped up way more because you're playing it.
I think that's it. Ellie, you okay?
Other than shitting my pants, I'm fine.
Dude, you and me both. Death animations via clicker are gruesome.
You got something on your shoe. Gross.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out. But man, can't deny that view.
There's times you forget Ellie has never known a life beyond the infection.
This was 3 weeks. I was bitten an hour ago, and it's already worse. This is fucking real, Joel.
At this point is when Joel actually starts believing Ellie that it's not bullshit, and there may be a chance for a cure.
I can buy you some time, but you have to run.
You want us to just leave you here?
Yes.
There's no way that...
I will not turn into one of those things. Come on. Make this easy for me.
Self-sacrifice.
Target neutralized. She took out 2 of my men.
Tess at least went out like a badass.
How the hell are you breathing in this stuff?
I wasn't lying to you.
That's another cool side effect of being immune.
Jesus!
Whoa, Nelly. What the hell was that?
That would be one of Bill's traps.
You triggered my trap card!
Fuck you! Jeez. That thing scared the shit out of me.
Have I mentioned how much I like having a foul-mouthed 14-year-old as a sidekick?
Shit, here they come.
Upside-down sequences are always interesting.
If I see so much as a trick. Ow!
Resourcefulness.
Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors. And you can start by taking these off.
Have I mentioned just how much I love Ellie?
Yeah, sure, Joel. Go ahead. Take my card. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
You listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you!
Whole goddamn town's booby trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Can't miss it.
Knock it off.
You picked a hell of a place to hole up, didn't you?
You know, as bad as those things are, at least they're predictable. The normal people that scare me.
Me too, Bill. Me too. I do like how the gunplay is portrayed with you having a perfect shot lined up and the slightest movement can throw it off.
Just keep your foot on the clutch, and when we get to
I know how to pop a clutch.
how the hell you know what, I don't care, just don't fuck it up.
Ellie and Bill's back and forth as two angry beings is just so damn funny. Trying to charge the battery while fending off hordes of runners and clickers is thrilling.
Here,
What's this?
you'd be amazed at how many cars still got gas in them.
Helpful.
Okay, I know it doesn't look like it, but this here is not a bad read. Only one problem. Right there. To be continued.
Who would have thought Ellie would be a comic book nerd?
Well, better than nothing.
Looking on the positive side, even though it's country.
Oh, I'm sure your friend will be missing this tonight. It's light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Well, hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together? I'm just fucking with you. Well, what about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
It's a trap!
The edge of the universe and back. Endure and survive.
Excuse me?
Savage Starlight. The comic I've been reading? The hero says after a big battle. Oh, I'll be taking in for one night. And I would like your finest suite, please.
What the hell are you doing?
Why, yes, you can take my luggage upstairs.
You are a weird kid.
Ellie to the rescue.
I shot the hell out of that guy, huh?
And you just hang back like I told you to.
Well, you're glad I didn't, right?
I'm glad I didn't get my head blown off by a goddamn kid.
Joel, dial it back about 20% there. She just saved your ass.
You know what? No. How about, hey, Ellie, I know it wasn't easy, but it was either him or me. Thanks for saving my ass. You got anything like that for me, Joel?
Standing up for yourself.
Hey, how about a hand?
You sure you can trust me with that?
Ellie, just so we're clear about back there, it was either him or me.
At least he's trying to say thank you. In his own grumpy way.
Man, you hit hard.
Yeah, well, I was trying to kill you.
Honesty?
All right, ready?
Ow.
A blueberry hurt you?
It's been a while since that boy even cracked a smile.
You gotta enjoy the little things, even if that means destroying a whole lot of little things.
What the fuck, Henry? We stick together.
At least Ellie is staying.
You keep me afloat.
Ellie!
No time to argue.
Ellie! Damn it!
Ellie is either really brave or really stupid.
He's pissed, but he's not gonna do anything.
You sure about that?
Stop!
Joel?
He left us to die out there.
No, you had a good chance of making it, and you did. But coming back for you meant putting him at risk. Stay back. If it was the other way around, would you have come back for us? I saved you.
You saved me too. We would have drowned.
Henry is also brave. Even with a gun pointed at him, he managed to keep calm and keep Sam from interfering. It wasn't right leaving Joel and Ellie, but at least he saved them from drowning.
Did everyone have boats back then?
I had a 60-foot yacht.
Really?
No.
Sarcasm. Making progress.
Actually, yes. Joel is starting to open up to Ellie at this point, and it's really sweet.
Look at this.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Thanks for the warning on the other side, guys.
This sniper segment is truly awesome.
Sam!
The hell?
Shit, he's turning!
That's my fucking brother! Screw it!
Shit!
Ellie? Ellie, are you alright?
Oh my god.
Sam?
Oh no.
Sam?
Henry? Ellie, stay there. Henry?
What have you done?
I'm gonna get that gun from you, okay? Oh, okay, easy.
It's your fault.
This is nobody's fault, Henry.
It's all your fault.
Henry! Henry, no!
Oh my god.
I can't even imagine how hard that must have been for Henry, and I can't say that I blame him for taking it out. He probably couldn't live with the guilt, whether his brother was infected or not.
Whoa, what's that?
Right there's a hydroelectric power plant. It uses the river's movement and turns it into electricity.
How does it do that?
Look, I know what it is. I don't know how it does it.
Hydroelectric lessons and honesty.
Teamwork.
Ellie is such a dork.
Forgot to leave that stupid robot on his grave. What should I do with it?
Ellie,
What? I want to talk about it.
no.
Why not?
How many times do we need to go over this? Things happen, and we move on.
It's just...
That's enough.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's pretty tragic. Clearly she's still broken up about it, and even though she acts like an adult, she's still a kid and trying to process everything. It's also showing Joel is still having a hard time talking about any death that concerns a child.
Know him. He's my goddamn brother.
Tommy.
Holy shit.
How you doing, baby brother?
Aw, that's a touching reunion.
Let me look at you. You get fucking old.
Easy. It's going to happen to you, too.
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys? Movies? Deciding which shirt goes with which skirt? It's bizarre.
Honestly, those kinds of things are normally important. Ellie never got a chance to experience that, and all she's concerned with is surviving. Seeing the difference between the two really makes you realize how bad things are.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And
Did you die?
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel, but I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad.
This scene is all up in your feels. Ellie is trying to open up to Joel, but he's pushing her away. But in a way, he's wrong. She is starting to be a surrogate daughter to him, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Your wife kind of scares me. I don't want her coming after me.
Smart man.
What kind of name is Callus anyways?
The name of the Cabal Emperor.
Alright. Just stay here. I'm gonna flank this asshole.
Ellie. Those were my friends you killed, asshole. Come on out.
Tense and epic teamwork.
I swear to God, I get you out of this. You're so singing for me.
You wish.
I think that's a pretty fair trade. If I haven't said it before, this game is gorgeous, from the way everything looks, to the setting, to this rabbit shaking the snow off its fur. Holdout segments are always fun.
Joel? I only managed to get a little bit of food. But I did get this.
Man, talk about things that are hard to see. Ellie having to take complete care of Joel, during winter no less, has got to be one of the hardest things I've ever seen a character do. That's not something you want to wake up to.
You're special.
Oh.
Well, it was worth a try.
What am I supposed to tell the others now?
Ellie.
What?
Tell them that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger!
Just at that moment, Joel is awoken by psychic thoughts of his daughter figure in distress.
Gotcha, asshole! Finish him off!
Hold him still!
Shit!
Badass good guy.
Now, the girl. Is she alive?
What girl? I don't know no girl. Fuck!
Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl.
She's alive. She's David's newest pet.
Where?
In the town. In the town.
Now you're gonna mark it on the map. And it better be the same exact spot your buddy points to. Mark it.
It's right there. You can verify it. Go ask him. Go on. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't.
Fuck you, man. He told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe him.
No, wait!
Joel's enhanced interrogation is so freaking brutal. Kinda terrifying.
I'm infected! I'm infected!
Really?
So are you. Right there. Roll up my sleeve. Look at it!
I'll play along.
What'd you say? Everything happens for a reason, right?
Quick thinking, Ellie. The stealth battle against David is awesome. You sneak around trying to shank him as much as possible. Also, the building's on fire. Wow, that's brutal. Even more so with the blood spatter on the camera.
Ellie! Stop! Stop!
Fucking touch me!
It's okay. It's me. It's me. It's me. Look. It's me.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Joel.
Much as he tried to fight it, Ellie is a daughter figure to him now. The way he holds her and calms her down makes the ending all the more tragic.
Life, finds a way.
Well, this place takes me back.
How so?
It was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you looked, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
It's sweet. After all this time, Joel is finally opening up to Ellie and himself. Having his surrogate daughter seemed to ease the pain of losing Sarah, and it seems like he's finally let go of his grief. So, glitches aren't ordinarily win-worthy, but this is just too funny to pass up.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come
on. Rude.
Welcome to the Fireflies.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Where was the operating room? I ain't got time for this.
Oh, dude, you shot him in the dick. Huh? That's not cool, Butters. You don't shoot a guy in the dick.
I hate to undercut a super serious moment, but...
Rampage!
Oh, he's out.
Honestly though, this sequence of rampaging through the hospital to save Ellie is super brutal and very tragic, as he only recently opened up to his daughter figure after spending years of shutting everyone out. Now this group thinks they can cure the virus, but they have to kill her? That definitely doesn't sit right with Joel.
No! You fucking animal!
She's not wrong. Up until this point, Joel has been rampaging through the hospital to save Ellie, but just being so brutal about it, he kind of is an animal at this point.
Come on.
Carrying an unconscious Ellie while the somber music plays is kind of bittersweet. Yeah, you saved Ellie, but at what cost?
How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
Damn, that's dark. But in this world, it's probably very accurate.
We found the Fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done them a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure.
You liar!
I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So... she says... let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
Teenage logic.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now,
This scene flat out tells you what has been shown throughout the game. The more Ellie has had to kill, the more she has lost people due to her being special, the worse she ends up feeling and the more she shuts down.
I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
This, on the other hand, shows us more of Joel, but it's the fact he took a chance on saving Ellie instead of humanity. This is something I hope is brought up in part 2 and that Joel does end up having to pay for his actions. He did effectively eradicate an entire base of Fireflies, killing many people to save one person, even though she may have had the cure for cordyceps. Point is, there's no one good or bad answer, it's all in shades of gray, and that's what I love most about this game. Aww, they have a special good boy thanks in the credits.
Get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on, you gotta get up. Joel!
The sheer panic in her voice is great acting. Ashley Johnson is amazing in this role, and I don't know why it took me so long to say so.
Riley?
I also wake up my wife that way. She is equally as amused and stabby as Ellie.
I totally got this.
Confidence. Switching back and forth between the present, where it shows how Ellie is taking care of Joel after the university, and Ellie's flashback that fleshes out her backstory up to the time she got bit, was a great idea for the lone DLC, and I love it.
Here we go. Just a little hop. Please be in here, please be in here. I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go.
That's a good double entendre where she is talking about the first aid kit as well as Joel.
What's a Facebook?
Maybe it prints our faces in a book? Hold back and block to counter. You throw up your elbows just as he executes his combo. You skid backwards but take no damage. The final block knocks him off his balance. He could recover any second. Quickly, counter with a heavy lift. He grabs you, mash punch to break free. Hit up, block, and kick for a blade charge.
Ellie imagining the video game is great. It shows that even living in the harsh world she's in, she can still be a kid in some ways and have a great imagination.
Speaking of, those water guns you've been dreaming of? I nearly got shot for these. Surprise.
Aw, that's nice. Aw, she admitted her feelings. That would be an appropriate reaction.
We fight.
Fight for what? We're gonna turn into one of those things.
There are a million ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. But we fight for every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up. I don't want to give that up. My vote? Let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
This is a great way to cap off the DLC and The Last of Us as a whole. She takes Riley's advice to heart and fights for every second she gets to be with someone she cares about. She spent all winter fighting to be with Joel as long as possible. This is going to be a newer segment at the end of the videos. I want to give a small sort of review over the game as a whole. I know I have my expectations of an avid gamer, but that's more for the early game, and it's only covering new stuff. I'm not doing stuff that I've already played or whatever. This is more so going to be for once I've played a game and completed it. This is going to be a small review after it, probably, hopefully, only a couple minutes in length. So without further ado, I'll get into it. I thought The Last of Us was a brilliantly, very well-told story. Sure, that's the same thing that everybody said about it. I don't necessarily think that it warranted a sequel, but it did, and it got one. The gameplay is pretty decent. I mean, it's standard third-person, over-the-shoulder, cover-based combat, you know, stuff that was pretty common for the time. But what really makes this game stand leagues above the rest is the writing, especially on the characters. You know, especially the way they interact with each other, how everything is placed. And I do think that having the actors actually act in mocap instead of having mocap actors and then dubbing the voiceover, I think that really helps sell something with this. I'm not going to do any kind of scoring system for these. I just want to give short little thoughts on what I felt was good about the game as a whole. I would highly, highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't played it. If for some reason you're watching this just on my thoughts, definitely would give it a play. This probably isn't going to be one of those stories that I personally would want to revisit over and over again, but it's still something that I think everybody should experience at least once. It's a fantastic story.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on.
I'd like to thank my artist, Scott Specs. I also have special thanks for Deborah M., JJ Ryan, Jeff, Jess R., K., A Weary Rider, Death Demon 17, Steve C., and Walt W. Thank you all, and I truly appreciate all the help you've given me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, please like, subscribe, and share. You can follow me at Twitter at DEDManGaming13, Twitch at DEDManGaming, and Patreon's on the screen. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Try not to die out there.